Jason Momoa as Knuckles. Tom Holland as Tails. To get Nick Cage's shadow, I am naming it the best movie ever made. What's up, guys? It's Paul, and welcome back to a quick little video of mine. Just a sec. Sorry. Just welcome back to a quick video of mine. This time I'm talking about the Sonic movie as a now technically almost a franchise, not just a movie, and just some developments in recent days and months by now. And just my thoughts on it. 2 is in development right now. It's still set for April of 2022, which I'm super excited about. I can't wait to see it. And briefly, I wanted to cover that there's been a leak that apparently 3 movies are being developed at Paramount right now. And if you want to learn more about that, then check out Super Speed Sonic, all one word, on YouTube. He's a fantastic Sonic YouTuber that I get a lot of new Sonic news from, especially this year. And I highly recommend you go see him. He's amazing. So go check him out. And so in general, what we know so far is that, 1, it's most definitely happening. Paramount made enough on the box office to make it happen. Tails and Knuckles have officially been confirmed. Dr. Robotnik has been confirmed as going to have a larger role, and both Ben Affleck and Jim Carrey so far are confirmed to return. I have not heard about anyone else returning, but those 2 are returning, as well as the people who wrote the original script. So that's a really good start. But let's get to the part that I know everyone is thinking about. Who is going to voice the Sonic characters that will be in this? Because Ben Affleck as Sonic, while I think really worked, obviously was a massive change. And I'm not like Ben Affleck's #1 fan, but I do think he's good. Not Ben Affleck. I think I'm thinking of Ben Schwartz. Sorry. I like both of them, but it's Ben Schwartz, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. One of the biggest things, though, is that when I repeatedly watch it, I do hear Dewey from the DuckTales reboot a lot in Sonic, and that's just his voice. You can really hear it in the 2 if you compare them. First and foremost, because she was already in the end credits, I'd really like Tails' original voice actor to stay voicing Tails. I forget her name at this moment, but I'd really like if it just stuck with her. That's probably not happening. I'm fine with Tom Holland. I like Tom Holland a lot. I don't think he's the best Spider-Man. I think Tobey Maguire is still the best Spider-Man, but I think he's really good, and I think he would work as Tails if he doesn't. Now Knuckles. Oh boy, Knuckles. I am not the biggest fan of Knuckles. I don't think he's a bad character. I think that he is just not the best character by a long shot. He is in my top 10 favorites, but not my top 5 favorites in all Sonic characters. But, the early reports on possibilities of Dwayne Johnson voicing him, I was fine with, because I've heard Dwayne Johnson voice multiple animated characters, and I trust him with that. Like, if I had only heard him like once or twice, I wouldn't trust it. But no, I like Dwayne Johnson, and I think he is a very good voice actor. He's proven himself to be. But now, wow, this was a change. Defoe. I haven't seen Aquaman. I heard relatively good things about it, and I heard that Black Manta was poorly used. I've heard relatively good things about it, and William Defoe does look good. I admit it; he looks good. But I can picture him as Tails. Not Tails. There's a scary thought, him voicing Tails. No, I can picture him as Knuckles. I'm not big on it, but I can picture him voicing Knuckles. But yeah. Again, none of these characters have been confirmed yet with voice actors yet, though. That's true. And what do I want from this film? Well, if you got to see my original review of the Sonic movie, as well as my re-review of the Sonic movie after watching it a second time, I voiced some of what I would like to see. Hey everyone, great to see you. I voiced some of what I would like to see from it, and my biggest one is that I think Metal Sonic has to be in this film, or at least a development, him being developed. Oh, it's because, seriously, the way they designed Robotnik for this movie, I think it would be ingenious. Genius. Like, I already made a joke in the past about how I think Metal Sonic should look like the original design, kind of like the original design, just to terrify people even more. But no, like, even if they made him look exactly the way he looks all the time, especially if he didn't speak. I like it better when Metal Sonic doesn't speak much. I think he would work perfectly as Robotnik wanting to be able to control him and him going independent. Because I would really be upset if Shadow gets into a film if they try to pull that angle. Like, oh no, Metal Sonic didn't work. I'm going to make a evil duplicate of Sonic, and he's going to obey me. And that turns out to be Shadow, and that's just one of those whole evil twins. Oh, he really turns to good. No, that would be a spit in the face of Shadow's character. I think Shadow is much more well-developed than that. Now, this may seem weird, but I really think they could take a lot of inspiration from the 1999 OVA. Hear me out fully. I am not saying they take so much inspiration from it that Knuckles flies and wears a cowboy hat. No, that's going too far. But there already are some noticeable similarities. Number one, both of them start with a random owl character that we've never seen in anything else Sonic related. And that's the only thing they appeared in. Really, look it up, look at them. Also, the owl in the 1999 looks like Fawful. Look at his eyes. He's got the little swirly ones on his glasses. It's pretty easy to spot. And number two, the president is in both of them, kinda, in the second. And I don't like either of them, especially on 1999. I think he, and especially his daughter, were the worst parts of that movie. I really hope we do not get a Sarah in the Sonic movie, too. And three, both movies still hold up pretty well, and they look very nice. I mean, really, the 1999 movie looked really good. The animation was fantastic for it. But I think like they went with like Metal Sonic, and like this one has Tails and Knuckles in it, but no more. I think stuff like that would really work, because I think Metal Sonic in that was pretty well used. Now, and other characters in general, I'm going to make this part really fast. Tails, definitely. Knuckles, definitely. Amy, yes. Specifically adult, as in 16. Amy, not 12-year-old green dress. Amy, unless they literally tried to redo the story from Sonic CD, please don't do that, Amy. I don't like that, Amy. She's very annoying. And her car in Sonic R is terrible. Don't drive in it. Shadow, yes, if you write him correctly. Shadow is a tricky character. Please write him correctly, and I'm fine with that. Rouge, I don't like the idea of a CGI Rouge. I'm very greedy, but I just don't like the idea of that, so don't make it. I'm a critic, so it's objectively my rule. E123 Omega. You would not believe how long it took me to figure out that his name is actually E123. I think that is ridiculous. I think he'd look really weird, and he'd literally have to be twice the size of everyone else. I think he'd be a bit awkward. And I am talking not just about the sequel, I'm talking about in general, like if we get a third and a fourth and a fifth, just in my opinion. Character-wise, I really don't want to see anyone beyond Tails and Knuckles, and maybe an end credit scene for Amy or Shadow. But I'd rather not see beyond that. I think it would get way too out of hand. And to continue with it, Cream. Again, I don't hate Cream as much as others do. I just don't like her very much. She's not a big one for me. I prefer Knuckles, but I don't think she's a bad character. I think she gets too much hate. Blaze, I like Blaze a lot. I don't think Blaze would work with the story they're trying to set up. Like, I get that like there are multiple parallel worlds and such, but then we would literally have a nega version of Jim Carrey somehow. Because if you have Blaze, then you have to have nega. It just doesn't work that way. The Chaotix, not before like movie 4 or something. something. I like the chaotics a lot, but do not go that far. Like, because then we'd have to see CGI, Vector, Charmy, SBO, Mighty, and Ray. That's like, think about how many CGI models that is. That's a bit of a scary thought. Big. My position on Big is the same as Cream. I don't hate him. I think he gets too much hate, but I'm not a huge fan of him. Also, we don't have his original voice actor voicing him anymore, as Team Sonic Racing can attest, which sucks. But I really do not want to be greedy, because we got extremely lucky with this film as Sonic fans. We got very lucky, because they could have destroyed this film's story and the foundation of it by trying to shove everyone into the very beginning and pull the DC when they seem to kinda be pulling a Marvel cinematic universe wise. But no, they didn't pull a DC yet. They didn't pull a Warner Brothers Dark Universe yet. But they haven't pulled off a Marvel yet. I really just hope that this movie does a lot of what the first one did. Respect its audience, respect its fans without overloading on fan service. Fan service does not excuse a bad script. Fan service does not support a bad concept. Fan service is just fan service. As much of a sucker as I am for it, it's not something that works on its own. You gotta incorporate it in. I'm really excited to see what developments lie ahead and what else we'll learn about. And even if they do try and cram in a lot of characters, at the very least, I will be able to appreciate what their ambitions if they do it successfully. I think Paramount has high hopes for this franchise and high dreams for it, as do I. And I really hope they stick with it. Also, I think next year we are finally getting the Super Mario animated movie. I still have not heard a bloody thing about it, aside from the fact that Illumination is working on it, which I don't trust as far as I can throw. I do not like Illumination. I would trust a Super Mario movie with Sony before I trusted it with Illumination. But that is just me. In general, I'm very excited just to see what developments lie ahead, who says yes to what voices, what characters get included, what characters for now get rejected. While people are really excited for things like, oh, I want to see the Chaos Emeralds. Oh, I want to see Supersonic. I want to see all of these characters I love so much. I'm just like, take it slow. Gotta go fast, but you don't gotta rush. There's a difference. Thank you all so much for watching. Please let me know what you want most to see from the next Sonic movie, as well as anything else you're excited for Sonic's 30th anniversary this year. We already have so much that has been revealed to us. I nearly had a heart attack when I saw the official Lego Sonic designs that were revealed recently. I think they look amazing. I'm so excited for when those get out. No, just in general, there's so much more to talk about in general. There's so much more about Sonic that I get to talk about, and I'm so excited to. And in general, I just can't wait to see what comes next. I'm Paul Westerfield of the channel Paul Westerfield, and I'll see you guys next time. Coming up next, we have a fan request from Haxalorian, Darkseid vs. Thanos, cartoon beatbox battles, Paul's Quick Dancing, and then I'm finally getting to another Quick Dancing that finally celebrates the 1-year anniversary of this channel, which happened back in January. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you later.